coffee. Haha! Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting game of King of the Castle. We out here. And since the last time we played this, there have been quite a few updates. So we're going to get it started here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. I made a brand new king, King Connor. Oh, hang on, actually. There we go. Now it's canon. King Connor of the Distortion Dynasty. Begin. And we're going to play on Twitch. Alright, and now I'm going to grab a trusty dice tray from Die Hard Dice. Let's see. I'm going to roll a D5 minus 1. Or I guess if I roll a 6, I'll re-roll. Here we go! First faction is the Patricians. Second faction is re-roll. The Barons. Third faction is re-roll. The Counts. Lady Luck has spoken. Just the same as last time? You better believe it. Alright, we've got the Barons of the March, the Counts of the East, and the Patricians of the Coast. Let's rocket to Russia, everybody. If you want to join in on this game of King of the Castle, type in the chat, !join, followed by your pronouns. And then you too can be a part of the festivities. I'm gonna let this go for a few minutes. Ooh, do, 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 do. Cooling down my coffee. Yum, yum, yum. Who fucking farted? Anonymous. You gotta type your pronouns, Marilyn Jutsu. How am I tonight? I'm doing alright. Just played a game of Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden. That's been going on for, I think, the better part of 2 years now. So that Firebolt tweet? Yeah, so I crit a Firebolt. I did 45 damage with a cantrip. Who hurt me? No one hurt me. I hurt them. Badly. 40 plus damage. That dude better be Ash. They did not die outright, but they weren't happy. Who hurt your party? The Netherese did. Greater Netheril as a society hurt my party. Alright, looks like our rosters are a pretty even split right now. And more can join in as well, so I'll go ahead and begin the game. And we'll check out to see what it all has changed. Oh my. The march is huge. Alrighty. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course the bleak march. It's Conte, the Dragon of War.
An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor.
And Lord Patrician Papusa Monkey. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Yes. Sorry about your award. I destroyed that. It was pissing me off, so I blew it up. And Baroness Constable Mutton. Hail and well met, Your Majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, Which one? The one, in the Mistlands. Yeah, I blew that up. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices, and nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You forgot to put me and Zen in there. Yeah, that's why I blew it up. I'm the Jarl. I'm included in everything, damn it. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Oh no! To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As a peacekeeper. An admirable aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. And now for the coronation, everyone's favorite. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well, then. What must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens to your coronation. Let's get this over with, then. Shall we call the nobles in? All right, chat. If you don't know how this works, I'll tell you. Whenever I start the vote, you're going to want to go ahead and put exclamation point vote, followed by the letter that you want. Our options are A, host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. B, proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the ninth god. C, throw the king in the river. Or D, troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. And voting has begun. It looks like the popular choice, throw the king in the river, is going forward once again. Unless there's a drastic upheaval. Yeah. As is tradition, throw the king in the river. Going once, going twice. The council has decided to throw the king in the river. It is decided. The king will be thrown in the river. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? They did it. That's the end of the season! Dinix the Red Mage, thank you for the raid. Aquila of the Apollyon 602 family, infamous coastal elder, scribbles a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Connor. Something must be done. Do you want to intimidate? Raise stability? Monopoly? Raise own trade? Or corruption? Lower authority? Patricians, vote now. Gonna give this 5 more seconds. Oh, well, maybe not. I think that's a majority. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are only... Yeah, that's a majority. You have voted to raise your own trade. The patrician plan to privatize the entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Lennox of the Servire bloodline, a notorious former bandit, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the barons of the March ever backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Do you want subterfuge? Lower stability. Modernization? Lower others' military. Or propaganda? Lower stability. Looks like we got a vote for modernization. 2 votes for modernization. 3 votes for modernization. I think that's a majority. Modernization. Lower others' military. The barons plan to modernize the kingdom's army in such a way that it's totally under their control. First, they must prove the military is in need of reform. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower the other regions' military to a combined total of 10 or less in 4 seasons. Valentin of the Cam the King 12 dynasty, legendary Eastern prodigy, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Connor wears the crown. Do you want a doppelganger? Lowest defiance? Ascension? Lower own faith? Or possession? Lower own defiance? Oh, you can actually see what they look like now. Interesting. All right. I think that's a majority right there. Lower own defiance. The counts plan to summon a demon to possess the king, putting him totally under their control. First, they must lull the king into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Alright. Your schemes are set in place, nobles. A call for unity. I like that. +1 stability if more than 50% of the nobles vote for any option. I like it. Let's see what we've got. Toggle wing. Oh, unfortunately, I can't toggle the wings on this model. Not in V Magic Mirror, unfortunately. Terribly sorry about that. Or can I? I have no idea. Let's see here. I believe it's only right that we... Yeah, maybe not. A new trend. Lord Patrician Human Boulder Rotisserie is here to see you, Your Majesty. He wants you to sell you a, crap. What? It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. These patricians have started keeping species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Brr. Send him away and don't waste my time like this again. crabs, honestly. What's this kingdom coming to? Your Majesty, the barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Wonderful. I will compete myself. Superb, Your Majesty. I will send your acceptance directly. Hell yeah. The Honor Guard. Now that you are king, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Please don't hurt me. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, the patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could always just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought in actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Tell me about the Coastal Gladiators. A gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping each other to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? Tell me about the Veterans of the March. These soldiers have fought in more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails. I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. I'll take the Veterans of the March. I'll make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne, hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. All right. Good show, everyone. Now it's the auction. Let's see now. We've got an aqueduct, an observatory, a fortress, a stadium, a grand bazaar, and a library. All right. So what you're going to want to do, chat, is you're going to want to type in chat, !fund, and then the letter of the thing you want to fund, and then the amount of money you want to fund it with. Place your bets now, folks. We're off to the races. We got the banquet, the observatory, and the stadium, the library. It looks like a Grand Bazaar for 800, a D, and a D, and a 600, 600, and a C, and a fortress, raising the military, raising the military. Now we got F, we got a library, and a C, and a D, and an E, and a D, and a D, and a D. That's all, folks. We got 30 seconds left. We got 2,700 and 1,700 on the D and the C and the raising and lowering the military. It'll be absolutely exactly the same thing that's going to happen in the Grand Bazaar, the patricians. We got 19 seconds left on the clock. How many some of them will be useful. Not people. What I'm going to do? Get 3 rooms. And if they better rubber, so they saves can off me and look around this. 3, 2, 1. It looks like we've got a stadium and a grand bazaar. Excellent work, everybody. Looks like the patricians really had a handle on that one. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spymaster, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men? Women? Or do you not mind? Any? Excellent. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families of the kingdom and see what they have to offer. God, Mom. A special guest. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching tall from the stands. The palace is buzzing with excitement. A servant straps on your armor and helps you mount your horse. She hands you your lance and you ride up to the field. Welcome, one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. As you ride your horse past the stands, nobles gasp and stare. I'll wave enthusiastically. Cheering erupts and nobles stamp so hard that the stands tremble. When the jousting starts, you quickly realize your opponents swerve each time they approach. They don't want to hurt a king. It puts a dent in the challenge, really. Bracing match, isn't it? You're beating everyone so soundly. I'm gonna risk the biscuit. Make the most of my advantage. Most of your opponents don't even dare touch you. One barely taps you with their lance. One deliberately falls off his own horse rather than risk regicide. As the tournament loses its edge, the audience spends more time chatting than watching the action. The barons mutter that it isn't very sporting. Oh, no! At the end of the tournament, Baron Marilyn Jutsu hands you a bag of gold as your prize with a strained, toothy smile. Jousting is a serious business in the march. Wow, well, that's not what I wanted. Ah, gosh darn it. Escaped experiment. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Count Dojo 4648's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. Hello, Your Majesty. It was in a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from a village cemetery. I recognize my Aunt Edna's earlobes. Did it hurt anyone? No, it just seemed confused. It kept asking for its father. This creature is my life's work, Your Highness, and my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village was up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It is too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse this world of your evil, dwarf. Oh, alright. Well, we've got... burn both Dojo 4648 and his monster. Burn the monster, but let the Count live. The monster may live as long as it is imprisoned. Or free the monster. Well, I just don't like the sound of this. So let's get it started. It looks like most of the votes are going towards freeing the monster. Oh boy. Here's hoping that 40% roll doesn't fuck me here. Alright. I think that's a majority, so I'm going to call the vote. 11 nobles voted to free the monster. No, your majesty. The boy's not ready for freedom. This will end in disaster. The council will free this unholy monstrosity and allow this twisted creator to go unpunished? What kind of message does this send, elf? You're all mad. You'll see. Doom will come to the east. Doom! Luckily, the High Inquisitor's prophecy proves nonsense. Let's go! The so-called oh, look at my stability. The so-called abomination turns out to be a gentle fellow with a green thumb and a fondness for puppies. Soon enough, he's won over the villagers who allow their children to go on piggyback rides with him. He spends most of his time in the fields growing flowers and vegetables for the community. Dojo 4648 couldn't be more proud.
This is a tee-hee moment.
Let's go. Hidden in a labyrinth beneath the eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the king. King Connor trusts us more and more. Yesterday we met for afternoon tea, and he said he'd invest in our beekeepers. Lamentably, even if the king trusts us, the archbishop does not. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. So this is the new thing here. I've got these sliders. The barons really need all that money. They're like the poorest faction. As a matter of fact, the patricians are really raking in the dough right now. I think they could stand to lose a little bit off the top rope. And I can bribe as well. It lowers from my own treasury. But I don't think I need any of that right now. Life is like a hurricane here in Fuckturd. Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. What? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Lord Patrician Human Boulder Rotisserie, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. Something must be done. You summoned your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the patricians' benches. We could either A, bail out the failed businesses along the coast. We could B, let the coast suffer the full consequences of this crisis. Or C, arrest Lord Patrician Human Boulder Rotisserie and confiscate his ill-gotten gold. Crap. I want a full fucking refund. You know what? This sounds like an ideal opportunity to call for unity here, chat. So have at it. Let the voting begin. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. Arrest Lord Patrician Human Boulder Rotisserie and confiscate his ill-gotten gold. Your soldiers storm Lord Patrician Human Boulder Rotisserie's opulent mansion, arresting him and confiscating his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. Outraged patricians protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the king? That's right, bitch. I'm the motherfucking king. A spot of heresy. Your Highness, I'm stunned, outraged, and incensed. I've been summoned to trial by the Inquisition on some nonsense fabricated charge. They're claiming I'm part of a cult because of the peculiar design of my crest, and how I have exactly 10 people at every meal, and the strange noises from hidden chambers. It's ridiculous. No one dares defend me on their own. They're too scared of the High Inquisitor. The trial is set, but the Council must intervene, Your Grace. Though she remains silent, the Council is keenly aware of the High Inquisitor's steely gaze from across the chamber. We could search for a witness to defend Countess Blue Kazanate. Help the Inquisition gather evidence against Blue Kazanate, or suggest she pray for a good outcome. I am going to veto this. It's looking good, guys. The votes are coming in for A. I saw Blue's vote there, too. They are to be voting for it. All right, well, I think... Yeah, there's no way they could swing it at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and call the vote. You distribute a proclamation among the counts asking for a witness of Blue Kazanate's innocence. Count Dojo 4648, hey, it's him again, eventually comes forward claiming to have known Blue Kazanate since childhood and that her devotion to the Ninth God is second to none. The High Inquisitor finds little solid evidence that could work against such enthusiastic testimony. Reluctantly, she drops the charges and pays compensation to Blue Kazanate, who sends you a small gift as thanks. Bro, we are fucking raking it in, y'all. Look at all this treasure! And our stability is 9, let's go! I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alrighty then. She whisks away the cloth from each portrait. This is Sylvia, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Dragon of War dynasty. She's a good-looking one, eh? And not a bad word is said about her. Everyone likes her. She's lost half the family fortune in the gambling halls, unfortunately, which is curious, because she's obsessed with her family's legacy. Intriguing. From the coast, we have Quintus, the wealthy heir to Lord Patrician V.D. Sora 32's estate. I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous, and apparently he's got a silver tongue, too. His interests are typical of the coast. Money, money, money. And making more of it. It's said he's led by his passions, living in the moment, with no thought for his reputation. Couldn't be better, could be worse. And finally we have the Marge's offspring, Leopold, scion of the prestigious The Annenbaum 35's bloodline. The barons all seem a little scared of them, though I can't seem to work out why. Unlike most barons, they've got no patience for hunting, prefers to spend their time in an armchair with a good book. They tried to write a memoir once, but it was unreadable rubbish. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Yeah, I wonder, chat. Roll a d6? I could. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or should I make it juicy? 7, 8. Where's my D8? Sylvia of the East. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Can't be mad at me, chat. The dice decide. Hmm. $600 treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. The nobles vote otherwise, minus 200 treasury. I like it. It'll be funny. Let's end the year. Low on lumber. Hey, it's blue again. Your Highness, will you tell these superstitious barons to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need wood for our craftspeople. I've told you 1,000 times, Countess. The forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract, and said contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your Majesty, the barons can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. I see. I see. Yeah, I don't like the sound of this one. The counts have a contract and may go logging. Let the barons harvest the lumber, but share the proceeds with the barons. Or fence off the area and make sure no one goes near it. Alright, 742. We got 21 nobles. Oh. Is there enough to swing this? There's 21, 10. I'm gonna give it 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voteling has closed. The Counts have a contract and may go logging. Oh. With the Council's express permission, hundreds of Eastern lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and start hacking it down, but they're woefully unprepared for what they find. The moment the workers cut into the ancient trees, they come alive, picking up laborers and devouring them whole. Panic spreads, the Counts withdraw from the area immediately, but the forests do not return to dormancy. Instead, trees start walking around the march and ransacking villages. I warned you! Now there's an army of angry trees on our doorstep! The greed of the Counts knows no bounds. Whoopsie! I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Majesty, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat, and was both tasty and convenient as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Grace. Show me. Behold. He holds in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Magnificent! Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone will be enjoying a nice Chaos 42666 for lunch. But naturally, this innovation could not have been available for free. Every time a Chaos 4266 is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. And oh my goodness gracious sakes alive, and the Holy Spirit as well. That is Edward Bosco, ready with a face your fears. What was our theme? What was our theme again? What was the Faces of Fear theme again? It was the was it the Undertaker? No, that's Helix's theme. 97? Oh, yes, the Ministry. Yes, I remember. Very nice. What happened? Helix took it from the Faces of Fear. Ah, fuck off. Fuck you, What happened? Why the face your fear? Why are my fears being faced? I don't even know. Did something crazy happen? I don't use it anymore. I just have the standard theme now. Ripe for the taking? Man. Where in the world is
Lucius Constantine?
I don't know. Probably doing push-ups in Siberia or something. He's torturing Bosco's lawyers for eternity. Also, we're playing King of the Castle. If any of you want to stick around and play, all you got to do is type in !join and then your pronouns, and then you're all set to go. You can stick around and vote on things in the kingdom, such as this. Count Chaos 42666 has just invented, well, his servant invented, a delicious delicacy, and we're trying to figure out how the royalties are going to be split. Where is Lucius? He's coming to your house after school. He may be on the horizon. Who knows? Or maybe I'm full of shit. I know nothing. Right. So, if you don't know how this works, if you join in the game, when you were voting on a thing, when we're voting on a thing to be done, we need to do a rematch at the Goat Dome. Bleh. Here's a list of nobles. See if you can find your name up there. Yes. There are quite a bit more barons. That is a lot of barons. But, yes. So if you want to vote, type in !vote, and then the letter of the thing you want to vote for, when the voting starts. I haven't started the vote yet. But I will soon, because I probably want to, let's see. Should Chaos 42666 receive royalties for the consumption of a Chaos 42666? Yes. Give Chaos 42666 the royalties he deserves. No. Chaos 42666s are too delicious to be controlled. Chaos 42666 shall receive a one-time reward from the treasury instead. Or D. The servant should be rewarded instead. What was his name again? Also, Chirpy, you're right here. You've already joined. Let the voting begin. Well, just one moment. Because I'm gonna call for unity. I shall be calling for it. The servant should be rewarded instead. What was his name again? And we're off to the races, folks, and it looks like my call for unity was well placed. Oh, he's got like an arrow through. He's got like a sword through his chest or something. Oh my god. Or something. I don't know. It looked weird. All right, we're all set. What? Hell yeah! Look at that stability, chat. The servant should be rewarded instead. What was his name again? Drakov's bones. He wouldn't have invented the snack if I hadn't specifically requested him to invent the meal. Despite Count Chaos 42666's protestations, the servant is brought before you. Hello, Your Majesty. Most people call me Footlong due to my large feet. Alright, I'm gonna break out the D6 again. Hello, my name's Footlong. You'll never guess why they call me that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Footlong. I like the sound of that. It is decided. Henceforth, this innovative dish shall be known as a footlong. Footlongs prove to be a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the East, experimenting with new ingredients. Turns out you can put almost anything between two pieces of bread. And now, yonder wedding. Your wedding to Sylvia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like You're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Sylvia at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. Hey. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Sylvia, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which she flatters you outrageously. By the time you find yourself alone with Sylvia, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. You danced so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? I agree. You endure a long conversation in which Sylvia seems determined to flatter you relentlessly, and you agree with everything you say. By night's end, you still don't know who Sylvia really is. Her real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Oh, man. What? In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coastal economy is strong. What do we do with all this coin? Time to start buying things, my friend. Land, roads, bridges. We'll buy up the whole kingdom piece by piece. But first, the king must be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Good fucking luck, guys. Amidst the dark and foreboding forests, a small, squat castle stands over the Marcher border. There, at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Ha! The kingdom's militaries are in shambles. Those pathetic weaklings couldn't fight their way through a field of rabbits. I've drafted the reform proposals as planned. The council will be more than happy to follow our lead. Good, but we must ensure they don't get skittish. The kingdom must be stable for our proposal to work. Grand. A calm before the storm. The next stage, the barons must raise the stability to 5 or more. Uh-oh. Aw, shit, it's craft time! Craft time! After months of delay, the Lord Patrician Human Boulder Rotisserie is finally due to stand trial for his crab-related market manipulation. You stand accused of perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I am guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the king. Imprison the guilty party. Lord Patrician Human Boulder Rotisserie is dragged away in chains, wailing for clemency. Most of the watching nobles agree that justice has been done, except for the patricians, of course. Please, your majesty, Human Boulder Rotisserie has young children. Who's supposed to pay the upkeep for his villa? The trees! My liege, ever since those bird-brained counts have tried to cut down our ancient grove, the trees have been rampaging across the march. You just said the forest was haunted. Lots of forests are haunted. You should have said composed of ancient cursed trees that swallow people whole. The grove is older than the kingdom itself. No wonder it held such power. Please, your majesty, assemble the council. We have to appease the trees. We could set fire to the march. We can search for a wizard to destroy the trees. Bring in Eastern soldiers to help fight. Or the barons can deal with this one alone. I'm gonna veto this one. Off you go! Search for a wizard. Of course, the patricians are all voting for. Yes, let the kingdom have less money. Less money for the kingdom. Search for a wizard? A wizard? Alright, we got quite a people in here left. Let's go ahead and let this go for 5 more seconds.
Devilish.
Also a Lorax? Oh man. I speak for the trees! Let this go for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting has closed. We must search for a wizard to destroy the trees. A wizard? You call out for a wizard. You're expecting a kind of plant sorcerer to answer, but the one who eventually arrives couldn't be more of a surprise. Before they appear, you hear a faint jingling bells approaching the council chamber. Windows start to crack. Finally, your wine glass shatters as the door opens.
Apologies for your windows, Your Majesty. It's just one of those things. Can't help it.
By the ninth, my spectacles! Given that Burks doesn't appear to have a jaw or a tongue, you're actually not sure how they're talking. It's not in your head, you can actually hear them, as can everyone else. Why is all the glass around here suddenly shattering?
Just something that happens around me. Wizards often have uncontrollable effects on their environments.
So you're a wizard? What are the bells for?
Make sure everyone knows where I am. I get lost sometimes and my apprentices have to find me.
You don't look like you know anything about trees. Actually, you're a wizard?
I am Lord of the Bells. I am the Wizard of Sound and Silence. I will help solve your tree problem.
How?
I am able to give these trees a voice so that you might understand their rage. Meet me at the edge of their lands.
Bursk ambles out slowly of the council chamber. It will take some time to travel to the march, but it seems like the only solution. The trees continue their rampage in the meantime, even abducting hapless civilians from their destroyed villages. Well, we've summoned a wizard, chat. The council session is ended for the day, so you're quite surprised when Baroness E. Campbell 947 corners you in a back passage of your castle just before dusk. What ho, Your Majesty? Apologies for surprising you like this, but I have an urgent matter that I thought you'd want to hear in private before I go to the council. Your wife, the Queen Consort. How can I put this? She owes me a lot of money. Gambling debts mainly. She borrowed quite a lot from me to recover some lost funds, but now it's time to collect, and she's been avoiding me. Oh, what the hell. Take the money and leave us alone. Baroness E. Campbell bows deeply to you. Many thanks, Your Majesty. I assure you this money will not go to waste. Oh, and if you permit me a word of advice, you may wish to get a handle on your wife's reckless spending habits. Wouldn't want it to run the kingdom into bankruptcy, would you? With that, she scurries away into the darkness of the corridors. Bah. It is time for another auction. We are to be voting for it. Man, the counts just do not have a lot of money right now. The barons keep stealing from us.
Yeah, that might be true. However... That might be true. However... Alright, looks like C and A. Ah. A grand bazaar and an aqueduct. About my heir. Your marriage to Sylvia has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough. You made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about her stupid card games than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. It felt more like a life sentence than a wedding. Oh, don't be so dramatic.
You've done well so far, but something is still missing. An heir. You'll need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins.
Let's see. I'll roll a d4. Pretty sure I have a bastard lying around somewhere.
The church won't be happy, but as they're keen to avoid a civil war as we are, we'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I will meet with the archbishop tomorrow.
A terrible secret. Your Majesty, terrible news. The counts are deliberately eroding the power of the church in the east. Church has been in trouble for a while. You're right, Your Majesty. The church has been losing more and more influence. What's even more alarming is why this has been going on. The counts are planning to hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the time they're finished, you'll be nothing but a shell. The demon will take over body and soul. By God! My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. We must bring this sacrilege to the council's attention. Spread the word about the dangers of demons. Have the king bathed in holy water twice a day, or the counts are hardly a threat. Leave them to their business. Yeah. Everybody except the counts is voting for A. Spread the word about the dangers of demons. I'll give it 5 more seconds, but it looks pretty definitive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spread the word about the dangers of demons. All across the kingdom, priests deliver impassioned sermons to the dangers of the seventh god's agents. More and more citizens flock to the church, and peasants place holy symbols in windows to protect their homes from demonic influence. But many nobles grumble about the church meddling in their official matters. Is King Connor in charge of the Inquisition? Modernization proposals.
Your Highness, the Barons of the March plan to have the Council push through a number of military reforms. For the good of the kingdom, they say, but the reforms are designed to consolidate Marcher control over our ranks.
What can I do?
The Barons are waiting for a period of stability that will allow them to pass the necessary amendments while everyone's guard is down. Unless there are some drastic developments within the next few months, I predict the Barons will be proposing these military reforms very soon. You bring the revelations, which the Barons wholeheartedly deny, to the Council.
And there are a lot more barons than there are anybody else here. I worry. Hey, patricians. I got a little idea for you. I'll lower my own treasury. And I'll do the royal gamble. So if you don't vote for allow the reforms to pass unhindered, I lose money. Oh, we got a baron. A baron is accusing the barons of treason. Constable Mutton. Oh, it's neck and neck here. There are a lot of barons, but there are a lot of you guys as well. I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Accuse the barons of treason. The council erupts into shouts and insults, accusations, formal and informal, circulate throughout the kingdom, shocking everyone. Peasants in the march are beyond protest the reforms. Derisive cartoons are posted in tavern notice boards while priests warn against trusting the self-serving barons and their wicked ways. You can only hope it'll be enough to delay the reforms. Ending the season. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The thrice-cursed king is still refusing to sell us any public land. It makes sense, the treasury's flush with coin right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until the king's gold runs out. The patricians aim to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Rebel? Unfucking likely. Several rounds of deliberations, the council approves wide-ranged reforms in the kingdom's standing armies. The barons are major contributors to this new model army, having volunteered their expertise and manpower in these trying times. Their newfound authority brings riches to the march, merchants seeking to sell arms, mercenaries seeking employment, even young peasants looking to defend their kingdom. Meanwhile, the foreboding Marcher fortress, the barons are celebrating. Ha! I can hardly believe they went for it! This is all well and good, but we haven't won yet. We must make our final preparations before we take control. Do you want to lower authority or raise military? Well, that is not nearly all of the barons. I'll give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed.
Raise military. And it's settled. We have a plan of attack, but one last thing remains. Defense. For a final march on the capital, we'll need sizable home garrisons to repel opportunistic attacks from other regions. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must raise their military to at least 8. A count rides a remote, unremarkable spot of moorland. Soon another joins him. The church is scrambling for power. The High Inquisitor is losing her grip on the populace. Most pleasing. Then we can make our move unseen. We must invite a demon to possess the king. The ancient books describe 2 demons, each attracted to different aspects of humankind. Rakamasa, the mad tyrant, the cockroach queen. Raise authority. Or Murmuriak, Duke of Greed, the face of all coins, raise treasury.
Devilish.
Pusa Monkey, thank you for the 10 bits. Let's march in the capital. We have spare soldiers. Looks at evil trees. Alright. I'll give it 5 more seconds since the counts are all asleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Murmuriak, the Duke of Greed, the face of all coins. According to the grimoires I've read, the Duke of Greed is attracted to individuals who hoard wealth. We must ensure the king is filthy rich. For the final stage of their schemes, the counts must raise the treasury to at least 4,450. Let me help you out there, counts. And you know what? Tax you as well. Hey, patricians. I'll help you out a little bit. But I need your help. Where's this?
An invitation.
Ah, Connor, my heart, I have a proposition for you. I'm heading to a split tournament in a few months. It's one of the foremost in all the kingdom. I thought it only right if you'd like to come with me this time. Excellent. I'll come and watch you play. How delightful. I'm looking forward to it. Talking to the trees. It's taken weeks to travel with your council to the march with your meeting with the trees. Bursk has assured you that they will be able to act as an intermediary. As you approach the ancient grove, you can't help but notice the fresh stumps of eastern loggers left behind, and a field of saplings already growing in their place.
Are you ready, Your Majesty? The grove awaits.
You don't see any killer trees, but perhaps they're playing dead? Did that one swing its branch, or was that just the wind? I will signal that I am ready. Bursk places a hand on a nearby trunk. Nothing seems to happen for a moment until...
The trees are very upset with you, Your Majesty.
I gathered that.
Hold on, I'm getting something else. It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once. Ah, I see.
What? What do you see?
Cast your eyes upon the saplings before you, Your Majesty. The trees wish to replace their lost brethren and leave you alone. There are no ordinary trees, nor are these ordinary saplings. Long ago, in what you call the Cursed Age, an ancient queen whose name is lost to time imprisoned the souls of her enemies within these trunks. The saplings contain the souls of your people, the ones the trees have taken. It is the only way to replenish their losses.
By the ninth. Burrs spends a few more seconds listening intently and nodding.
Give them Countess Blue Casanate, the one responsible for their troubles. One life to save many.
But I had no idea. Your Majesty, please don't do this. I'd make a terrible tree anyways. I'd always be falling over and such.
Failing that, an equal tribute, another noble. Apparently they make very good trees, used to standing around all day doing little.
I see that one option in the middle there. What do we think, chat? Let's vote on it, shall we?
Don't delay, Your Majesty, the trees grow restless.
Give Countess Blue Casanate to the trees. Give them barren, harmless NPC instead. Or refuse to sacrifice anyone. Oh, I can't take that back, can I? Oh, there we go. Let us have a hilarious time, chat. Here we go! I'm sorry, Blue. Yeah, I think that tells enough of a story right there. Give Countess Blue Casanate to the trees. You can't do this! I didn't mean for people to get hurt! I thought they were just trees! The other nobles look away with shame as Blue Casanate is dragged towards the grove. Roots slowly curl around her ankles, twisting slowly upwards. Her face contorts into a horrified grimace, then freezes into bark.
The trees will keep their word, Your Majesty, as long as your people stay away.
Word spreads of Countess Blue Casanate's noble sacrifice, whether true or not. The common folk praise her name across the march. The threat has passed. An infestation of crawlers, you say? My liege, our mutual friend Count Lejake has discovered a nest of crawlers on a new tract of eastern farmland.
Naturally, we barons recommend he fill the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to other regions and endanger our crops, but Lejeque refuses to do so.
Lowborn have gone missing, Your Highness. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Legends speak of crawlers living in great cities beneath the soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We should leave the land to them. They're not to be trifled with.
Marshal, tell me more about these crawlers.
Horrible cow-sized worms that live underneath the earth, with tiny clacking legs like centipedes. They're rare but formidable foes. They turn up unpredictably and attack whatever they find before retreating into the earth. Nothing that well-organized troops can't handle, I'm sure.
Assemble the council, then. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Abandon the fields to the crawlers, fill in the holes and continue farming, or send someone to the tunnels to investigate.
Oh, wait. I already have 10 stability.
Some wood over it.
Well, this seems pretty definitive.
Send someone into the tunnels to investigate.
Very well. Who will we send on this most unfortunate mission?
Are we going to hire another wizard?
Hire adventurers to explore the tunnels. What do we think?
I'll hire adventurers to explore the tunnels.
We will let you down, Your Majesty. This is just the sort of thing we can handle.
Farewell.
You hear word that the adventurers make it inside the tunnels, at least, but you fear we won't hear from them again until they make it out. If they make it out. As you wait, more peasants go missing down the mysterious tunnels.
Well, that went well.
Well, I don't really need to call for much unity again. I guess.
I'll take the monarch's vote. The monarch!
Shark attacks. Upsetting news from the coast, Your Majesty. Several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. You can't close my beach!
No one mentioned closing it.
The beach is vital for coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got the wrong end of a fish.
We can't risk coastal tourism.
Exactly.
Over the next 7 days, so many tourists are eaten that the common folk are... Wait, what? Hey, wait a minute. Huh? Common folk refer to it as Shark Week. Finally, the council is forced to intervene. Ah, what the hell?
What the hell?
Hey, patricians, you like money? Wha-bam! Turn the shark itself into a tourist attraction. Each of you gets 750 of the patricians will get 750 personal wealth. Alrighty. I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the shark itself into a tourist attraction. Genius! We flipped this on its head. The patricians immediately mount an impressive public relations campaign. Come to Prosper Beach, see the world-famous man-eating shark. Thrill seekers welcome. More people are dying than ever, but at least they've all signed waivers. Everyone's happy, especially the shark, which grows very fat indeed. Back from the tunnels. Your Majesty, the adventurers that you sent to investigate the crawler tunnels have returned. The crawlers have a vast network of tunnels, Your Highness, and they have some sort of queen, a huge creature that controls them all. We should strike at this queen, destroy her, and deal with this menace once and for all. No! You must take care, Your Highness. If you enrage the queen, only ruin will follow. Surely there is another way. Oh god, organize a meeting between me and the crawler queen. Oh god. Alright, looks like I'm meeting the queen. You can't be serious. This means putting the king in great danger. We don't even know if we can communicate with this creature. But the council has spoken. The split tournament. Sylvia leads you inside Conte Grand Lich Pupufard's castle, up on the winding staircase, into a stately gaming room filled with card tables. A goblet of wine is swiftly passed to you as someone takes your coat. So good to see you, Your Grace. When Sylvia told me you were coming, I almost didn't believe her. Sylvia's first opponent will be Lord Patrician hell nah, by the way. Where do I sit? Right over here, Your Highness. Grand Lich Pupufard leads you to a room with some benches near the edge of the room, where a number of other spectators are already sitting. Refreshments and footlongs are handed around freely. I'm rooting for Lord Patrician hell nah. He hasn't lost the game since 948.
Oh, depths below, your esteemed highness. I didn't expect to see you here. I'm just here for the Queen Consort. Of course, Sylvia's a regular at Grandlich Poupouvarde's tournaments. I'm sorry you didn't get an invite sooner, or we have to be a little careful, you know. The Church of the Ninth can be a little, timid when it comes to gambling. Prince Walnut spends the next few minutes explaining the basics of competitive split to you. Most of it goes over your head. Until he's interrupted. How exquisite! Take that, you bastard! No! Below, what's wrong with these damn cards? Wow, Sylvia won? Well, that was unexpected, but there's no way she beats Baroness E. Campbell 974 in the next round. Why not? E. Campbell 974 is a true veteran. She's only been beaten once in the last circuit, by none other than noble patrician Aldewulf Galvium. Aldewulf Galvarium is a bit washed up nowadays, barely ever plays and drinks a lot. But they still come to all the tournaments, no one knows why. Well, if you'll excuse me, your esteemed highness, I need to refill my drink. I will seek out noble patrician Aldewulf Galvarium.
Hey, what with me? I don't do lessons. Oh, your serene highness, what are you doing here?
How did you beat Baroness E. Campbell 947?
Let me guess, you want to take her down a peg. I can help you get back at the bastard if that's what you mean, but I won't do it for free.
Fine. Take this.
Pleasure doing business with you, your esteemed highness. The thing is, everyone knows that E. Campbell 947 plays aggressively. She'll bet high and bet quickly. Everyone loses because they try to outlast her. The only way to win is to beat her at her own game. Play even more aggressive. Obviously, you still need to be a good player to do that, but I don't think it'll be that easy.
Oh, how delightful! What wonderfully underhanded husband you are! How lucky am I to have this upper hand. Thank you, Connor. This means a lot. I should get going. My match is about to start. You find your seat near the table, where Sylvia is setting up to play against Baroness E. Campbell 947. Prince Walnut joins you once again, his cup refilled. You don't think you can beat me, do you? We'll see soon enough. What? Time goes by in a blur. Baroness E. Campbell 947 is aggressive indeed, but Sylvia is ready for it. It's a matter of minutes before E. Campbell 947 is conceded in defeat. How exquisite!
By the ninth, that's impressive.
Now the Queen Consort will have to defeat Grandlich Poupouvarde themselves. Everyone thinks they use their host privileges to cheat getting their servants to stack the decks or something like that. Look for Conte Grandlich Poupouvarde before the last match. Sylvia notices you leaving and looks concerned, but you have an idea. You manage to corner Grandlich Poupouvarde as they're getting ready for the game. To what do I owe the pleasure, your highness? I was wondering if you would be interested in agreement. What exactly are you asking of me? Throw the match and let my wife win. And what will I get in return?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
This is a retro moment.
What if I wonder if it'll... I've got so many distortion... Oh! Oh, God! Alright. Alright, well, everybody's gonna join back in. Don't worry, the game will remember who you are. All right. You can join as we continue to play as well. So. All right.
Crazy!
Grand Lich Poo Poo Fart, thank you for the 100 bits. These names are golden, by the way. There we go. Look for Grand Lich Poo Poo Fard. Wondering if you'd be interested in agreement. Throw the match and let my wife win. What do I get in return? What the H? Bro, this is bullheck. Death a bug report. Aw, jeez. How do I even do that? How do I report a bug? You're all just saying definitely bug report. I think it's a call to their Discord. Alrighty. I'm in the King of the Castle Discord, I think. Oh, think. Where, oh, where? Am I not in the King of the Castle Discord? Yeah, jeez. I gotta find it now.
Crazy!
Here we go. King of the Castle game. I have read and agree to the rules. Let me fucking see. Bugs and support.
Please read before creating a post. Describe the detailed problem you're having.
Must believe in the heart of the cards now. Yeah, apparently it's not wanting to do it. Fuck. Alright, well. Much as I dislike it, I think I'm gonna lose now, so... Darn. Can someone create a clip of that so I can put it in this post? I was wondering if you would be interested in agreement. What exactly are you asking of me? Throw the match and let my wife win. And what will I get in return? Yeah. Uh-oh.
This is a retro moment.
What if I wonder if it'll... Alright, yeah, I'll have that up. I'll create the bug report after all of this, but yeah. Alright. Head all back in, everybody. Alrighty, let's see. Grand Lich, Poo Poo Fard. Lord Patrician, oh hell no, I heard he's pretty good at this. Sylvia frowns slightly. Okay. Esteemed Highness. I'll seek out Zero Bahamut. Bahamut. Alright. That's weird. That was only an 80% when it was 85. All right. Go for C? Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that you're a cheater. What? Such scandalous accusations. Where did you hear that? From noble patrician Pupusa Monkey. That snake? How dare they? I'll have them removed at once. Please excuse me, Your Majesty. I need to deal with this and then get ready for my game. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Find your way back to the stands. You doubt you've managed to improve Sylvia's odds, but at least you tried. Are you ready to lose, Your Highness? You always were a smooth one, but can you bark, and a bark? Game gets off to a rip-roaring start. You'll have to fight to urge to bite your nails. Then all of a sudden it's over. Grand Lich Pupufard calls a bold bluff on the part of your wife. And he's right. Sylvia has nothing, and crumbles quickly under Grand Lich Pupufard's pressure. No, I was so close. Better luck next time, my good friend. A shame the king had to come all this way to see you lose, isn't it? As Grand Lich Pupufard is surrounded by nobles and showered in praise, Sylvia quickly disentangles herself to come and see you. A shame. I'd hoped to put on a better show for you. On your way back to the capital, your wife teaches you more about the fundamentals of competitive split. You might not have won the tournament, but the two of you are nonetheless come closer through a shared hobby. We're going closer. It's a shame I have a bastard somewhere that's going to inherit the throne. Nah, what's done is done. I'm not going to save scum. I've saved up a few it is what it is.
Monarch currently has no air. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
No air, no air. My air.
Devilish.
Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die? You stand before the... Should I die? I ask that my crown be passed down to... Council hall is filled with nervous silence. Alright, roll d6. 1 or 2, it's a boy. 3 or 4, it's a girl. 5 or 6, it's a they.
Crazy.
Grand Lich Pupufard, thank you for the 100 bits. Got thrown under the bus so Connor could riz his queen. He didn't even fuck her. I've got that legendary unspoken riz. I have a son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Oh yeah. Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, the king's extramarital adventures are being forgiven so easily. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your son. What is his name? Connor II. Huzzah, my liege. I'm sure little Connor II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you must fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Oh yeah.
A new contraption?
Your Majesty, Lord Patrician, by the name of VD Sora 32, wants to present you with a new invention. Your Serene Highness, we are entering the modern age, a more humane age. Yet botched executions are commonplace, decapitations where the head doesn't come off, or hangings where it does. No more. Behold, a merciful machine for removing heads quickly and painlessly. I call it the VD Sora 32. He swishes the cloth away to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their head and a heavy blade dangling ominously above. The sight sends a chill down your spine. You want to name this horrible thing after yourself? Why not? It's a machine of mercy. With a little funding, Your Majesty, I can distribute the VD Sora across the kingdom. I'll bring it before the council. You won't regret this. Test it on Lord Patrician Venusaur himself. Oh my god. Hmm. Well, I won't lose immediately. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, I won't lose immediately, no matter what happens, but... I'll think. Test it out on Lord Patrician Venusaur himself. Ah. Well. Perhaps I should have called for majority. All right, everybody. Give me 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Votaling has closed. What? No! No, I just wanted to help people! Lord Patrician Venusaur is dragged to the Venusaur 32 by your watch captain, and his head is forced into the hole. No! Please! Wow, that is helpful. With the value of the Venusaur 32 now proven, you take the money from the Lord Patrician Venusaur 32's estate to fund the rollout across the kingdom. Soon you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. Good going.
Oh, boy.
Your Majesty, about this meeting, from what I've gathered, the crawlers rely on their queen to direct them.
Crazy!
Dibs on his soul. Thank you for the 100 bits, Grand Lich Poo Poo Fard. Quite literally from inside their heads. Supposedly she cannot be reasoned with. Suppose she cannot be reasoned with. I'm a king of my word. No tricks. Very well. A few days later, you'll find yourself in the fields of the east, face to face with a creature from your nightmares. Thick, viscous slime drips from her mandibles as she mandibles? Mandibles. She sizes you up. Let's get down to business, shall we? Call Queen clicks and rattles her appendages in a way that could be interpreted as a message of approval. Help me understand what we can do. The Queen tilts her head from side to side, regarding you with beady black eyes. What little noises you'll make. In the face of your trespass, ours were not the first bombard. The first bombard? What are you talking about? Your digging hatchlings did not grasp the fullness of our being. They sought our destruction, and in doing so found their own. Now you come before us, to beg forgiveness, or to retreat, or to retread the fraught path. What do I do? Roll a D2? I don't think I have one of those. Wait, a coin! Alright. Heads, I beg for forgiveness. Tails, if you're asking me to grovel, you can think again. Wait, what's the head or tails on this? This is a Canadian coin. Oh, there's a head. Alright. Alright. I'm begging for forgiveness. I beg your forgiveness. You get on your knees and beg for mercy in the name of your kingdom.
What a pretty song is this? The ape has learned to dance.
The queen chitters loudly. Is she laughing at you? She then turns away, scuttling on hundreds of legs, creating a thunderous patter across the field. Did it go well? About as well as it could. Weeks pass nervously until one day the crawlers fill in the seal in their tunnels. The queen has accepted your plea. In fact, the crawlers completely ignore the peasants who gingerly return to work in the fields. That went well. All right, we've got another auction. We got another auction, folks. We're off to the races, folks. People are trying to lower the Count's trade. And it looks like the barons really want that fortress to raise their own military. As a reminder, they need 8 military in order to win the game. If anybody wants to commit some smart spending, now's the time. Four seconds left. They funded the fortress and the monument. My ambition. Rahaba. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom is peaceful, and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of their own. But the Chancellor has other ideas. Become beloved by the common folk, raise stability and farming. Oh, Counts! Thank you so much! A wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. But first you need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can, and of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Indeed. The Crystal Pox! Your esteemed highness, I bring unfortunate tidings. An outbreak of crystal pox has ravaged the coast. Crystal pox? What's that? A most terrible disease, your serene highness. It begins with a rash of boils which slowly and painfully crystallize until the poor victim is sparkling like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond? Eventually the sufferer becomes a crystalline statue, a painful but admittedly glamorous way to go. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion. Victims of crystal pox are only infectious in the boils stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the pox crystals can be harvested and used as jewelry. If we allowed the pox to spread, we could make money on the coast. By the ninth woman, that is heartless, even for you! The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads down and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? For the coast to lose money?
Do what you feel like!
Quarantine the coast to prevent further spread.
Quarantine the coast to prevent further spread. Guardsmen.
Alrighty. I think that's the majority, so I am to be voting for it. Quarantine the coast to prevent further spread. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the coast. Nobody goes in or out for a month. The crystal pox ravages the countryside. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Coastal villages are dotted with gleaming statues of the afflicted. But thanks to the council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the coast's borders. Once the roads reopen, the patricians harvest gemstones from the quarantined dead, and they sell them for a tidy profit. Your Highness, I've come to submit a complaint about the patricians of the coast. Lately they've been neglecting their tithes. What's a tithe? All the patricians are obligated to donate an eighth of their monthly income to the church. They want to stay out of the seven hells when they die, that is. How dare they forget their duties to the church? The worst offender is Lord Patrician Acino, who hasn't paid his tithe in years. I want an example to be made of him. Herb. Hey, patricians. What if I did my funny royal gamble? And I got you to the last stage of your scheme. As long as you vote for B. And we're off. Looks like it's a race between B and A here. Gonna give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sniped it at the last second. Order the patricians to pay their tithes in full. By the 9th, how are we to bear the brunt of all this tithing and taxation? I'm left with scarcely enough money to keep my horses. The patricians grumble, but the archbishop is grateful for your support. The church grows in the coast. I tried, patricians. But there you go. There you have it. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. To what do I owe the pleasure, Madam Treasurer? Oh, give it a rest. You know why I'm here. Let's hurry this up, shall we? Where do I sign? Here, and here, and here. There you go. You've got what you wanted. Of course. Goodbye, Madam Treasurer. Do my eyes deceive me, or was that the royal treasurer you were speaking with? Indeed, my friend. Good news. With the king's gold running out, the treasurer was willing to sell off the kingdom's roads and bridges. Soon this kingdom will be ours, but what will we do with it once we own everything? Turn the king into a proud corporate mascot, or mercilessly extract wealth from the kingdom until it collapses. Oh, shit! We'll soon have the king dancing to our tune. We just need to make sure the kingdom is in a nice, comfortable rut. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise the stability to at least 10. Yes. Well, Literally, Defiance cannot get any higher, so why not? You've got enough money, patricians, don't you? Don't you? Don't you?
Continue on to the rebellion report. The patricians of the coast are on the verge of rebelling.
I wouldn't recommend it, though. The printing press. Your Highness, a blacksmith in the March has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on painstaking efforts of scribes, it produces hundreds of copies of text in an hour. How remarkable. Aye, my liege, isn't technology wonderful? Don't you see how dangerous this is? Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. I am to be voting for this. And patricians, you want to get my stability up. You want to raise my stability to 10. This might be a fast way to do it. Come on, patricians, get it in there. I know there's more of you. Gonna give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, guys. You're going to regret this one day, Your Majesty. Ignorance is the only thing on common folk keeping the common folk in line. Nonsense. You're just jealous. In the end, both are right. The East develops thriving publishing industry, but as more and more books are printed, radical ideas start to spread. Ideas like maybe peasants deserve rights, or should we even have a king at all? Come on, guys. Come on, patricians. I'm throwing you a bone here. I am most pleased with the new aqueduct we built on my land, but the farmers believe the aqueduct is cursed. They refuse to use its water on their crops.
Why in the seven hells would they believe that?
Nobody knows. They just say it gives them a creepy feeling. What should we do?
Oh.
Paint puppies and clowns on the aqueduct to make it less creepy. You guys are gonna vote for that one. Oh, this is rough. 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 I'm gonna give it 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have the High Inquisitor perform an exorcism. Yep. When the High Inquisitor reports back a few weeks later, it's not good news.
I didn't find any hobs, witches, ghosts, or demons inhabiting the aqueduct, but something is very wrong with the place.
The Inquisition has failed you, Your Highness.
The Inquisition has failed you, Your Highness. We should shut down the whole aqueduct until we identify which evil force is at work.
Well, great. This is gonna go well. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in a gale. I'm confident that we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. Can't we do things to actually help people? The nobles would never accept it. You need to secure your hold on the power, then you can pass whatever reforms you like. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first big speech. The peasants demand my presence. You're hustled out of your palace balcony, below which is a sea of expectant, unwashed faces that gaze upon you. As you step into view, they erupt into cheers, hats are thrown into the air, someone faints with joy. Everywhere you've gone, you've met the same reception. The public like you, they really like you. But you need to turn that into love. I give my speech. As you launch into your speech, the peasants hang onto your every word. The crowd grows and grows. Then you wrap up the peasants. Cheering is so loud you're nearly knocked over. Oh, well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. Everyone loves me. Not quite everyone, Your Majesty. Up until now, your speeches were confined to the capital. Now's the time to take this show on the road. Over the next few weeks, you travel all over the kingdom, delivering the same speech to the packed venues. Everywhere you go, you're greeted with cheers and applause. Things are going wonderfully. The common folk of the March even want to throw a surprise banquet to celebrate your achievements. If it's a surprise party, why are you telling me? If I've learned anything as Chancellor, it's that surprises should be avoided. It's a sign that you are a true king of the people, Your Majesty. This has nothing to do with the nobles. It's all about the ordinary folk, the salt of the earth. So when is this banquet? I trust we'll hear much very soon.
I'm gonna await my invitation.
After a few weeks pass, the Chancellor signs into your office looking very pleased with themselves. Your Majesty, the townsfolk of the March are ready for your visit. Ah, yes, for my surprise party. That's right, Your Majesty. Please, keep up the pretense. You make your preparations to leave, although it's meant to be a surprise. You may as well bring some essential luxuries. Your wife, Sylvia, steps up to the carriage alongside you, giving you a kiss on the cheek. Oh, this will be very pleasant indeed. How clever you've been making all this happen. This is very nice, don't you think? These foolish peasants are wrapped around my little finger. I'm for my banquet. I'm starving. brought some snacks for you in the meantime, Your Majesty. Little Connor II makes the Chancellor play increasingly undignified games of make-believe on the journey. You finally arrive in the Marcher capital. Everywhere, the people line in the streets and hang on out of the windows, cheering your procession. Baron the Atom Bomb 35 stalks up to you and bows. His smile is very rigid. Hail, Your Highness. How good to see you. Surprise. Oh, for me? The Marcher common folk have decided they support the crown so much they've put a party in your honor. Goodness, I'm overcome. Aye, that's quite understandable. It was a surprise for all of us. Voices of praise follow you as you travel to the banquet hall. Townsfolk throw flower petals in your path. Baron the Atom Bomb 35's face is like thunder. When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up and even more cheering rises. The hall is filled with Marcher townsfolk, but there are also common folk from all across the kingdom. In one corner, Eastern peasants clap politely, looking dignified. The Chancellor looks stunned. I had no idea everyone had got together on this. They love me! They really love me! Of course they do. You're the king. The people are in an uproar. You spend a week in the march feasting and drinking and breaking bread with the commoners. But you can't be on holiday forever. Eventually you need to return to the capital, where the council is in session. The nobles are arguing again. By the blood of the dead, we must have coin from the treasury. I found an ancient law stating that the East needs to be entitled to funds for Eastern sporting activities. No, we need the gold for our businesses. The peasants aren't working hard enough and we're losing momentum. You think back to all the gathered peasants, tradespeople, and merchants, all cheering for you. So many of them cheering for you. Make your own money. You have enough. The nobles gasp. Baron the Atom Bomb 35 takes a deep breath as if to argue back, but then glances at the servants around you. You lock eyes with him, and you can tell he's thinking back to the banquet in his town. Aye, my liege, of course. Even over a single day, it becomes clear the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from the ordinary people across the kingdom that nobles have realized just how outnumbered they really are. Merchants and peasants rub shoulders with aristocrats in council sessions, bringing a fresh perspective and the concerns of ordinary people to the throne room for the first time. The kingdom grows truly harmonious. Even your crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope and ready for a bright future. Oh! What you gonna do now, chat? I win! King wins! Connor wins, baby! The patricians' attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure. Bankruptcies were filed, marks were scratched in secret ledgers, the risk-reward calculus wasn't favorable. Perhaps next time. The Barons' revolutionary plans for their new model army were quietly shelved but not forgotten. Those blueprints will surely come in useful someday. Shortly after King Connor's reign ended, the Inquisitors raided Count Chaos 42666's castle and placed him under arrest for evil magic. As he burned, he screamed the secret name of the seventh god. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. King Connor rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of carousing, feasting, and popular reform, which were promptly undone after his passing. But the peasants thought it was nice while it lasted. Suck it, chat. You gave me a 50-50 shot and I said I'll take those odds. King Connor the Beloved. That's right.
It's like crab. Ah, yes, yes, yes. It's good to be king. It's good to be loved. 2 years and 9 months. Where does the time go? The wealthiest noble was Lord Patrician, hell nah, and the poorest noble was Count Chaos 42666. You really could have used that sandwich money. Oh, and here's our bastard child. I think that might be a patrician. Or something. I'm not sure. Either way, this is King Connor II. Connor 2! I win! Connor wins! I'm counting the patrician's moral victory for getting stability to 10. You didn't get stability to 10. It was at 7. It was at 7 before all that happened. That was my doing, fucker. I did it all by myself. It was our goal. It said 10. Well, too little, too late. Oh, what a grand session that was. Even though we encountered a bug halfway through there. I did it. You guys want to see my nobles? You guys probably won't get the opportunity to see them, but I do have custom nobles.
Devilish.
Obviously, this is King Connor, the old king who lived a life of being loved by the common people. Here is my Baron. I'm sure you can imagine who this might be in reference to here. Ooh. Bagpipes. I designed the looks of these characters to be after specific characters, one might say. Ream Tong. Here's my Chief of the North. I could have sworn I got the, oh no, wait, maybe I didn't. Killian? No, this is after this is for a different character. One that I have not played. Yet. Yet is the operative word, indeed. This is my count. I likewise don't believe that I've played this character in any campaigns, at least none that anyone would know about. I'm sure you all know immediately. Precisely, it's Wolfgang. It's my boy, Wolfgang. Lord Connolly of the Grandees of the South. How would he look in Yeah, I think I like this better. Where's Otho? Why, he's right here! Nah. Of course he's a patrician? Well, of course he is! Of course he is. He's got the color. He's got the political maneuvering. He's from an oceanside country. Of course he'd be a patrician. He is a patrician. I also think he looks striking without any hats on. Oh, it folds the hair. Well, I'll be.
We got him in his striped pants.
Patrician scheme succeeded in Eschenvale. There we go. If only he had a wine glass to hold. I think there was a Twitch drop that had like a wine glass or something. See you later, Blue. Yep, this is my, Oh, I guess I could show off their shields as well. I think I made all these custom. Yep, there's Wolfgang's shield. This is Alistair. Alistair the Red's shield. Yeah. Thunder. What? Nani? And this is Panic Shield. Yeah. Does the king have a shield? He does not. But yes. This was King of the Castle. Hadn't played in a long time. I finally did it. I finally succeeded. This makes twice that I've won now. The first time I won, I illegalized polyamory. Smart move, to be honest. I know. My kingdom was the birthplace of the greater Seattle polycule. Your boyfriend? No. Your boyfriend? No. Oh, fuck. Where is it? There it is. Your boyfriend? No. Our boyfriend. All right, that's enough of that. Well, with that, chat, I think we're going to go ahead and bring proceedings to a close for tonight.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.
Let's see where we can send this crazy party to. Let's send him to Bracky, why not? Alfred just started? Well, Bracky's gonna be wrapping up in a little bit here, actually.
Dip into Typhoon Cone.
I don't want to dip into Typhoon Cones. What should our raid message be? Go to Alfred and tell him how much we love Connor? Should it be Hail King Connor the Beloved? All hail King Connor. All hail King Connor the Beloved will be our raid message. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow for the finale of Judgment. Take care everyone.